Three, two, one. Hey, what's up? And welcome everybody to Comics in the Making, issue number 2. This is the second video installment for documenting my journey as a comic book creator, making my own comic book oriented around the legend of Bigfoot called The Big. While I'm on the subject, real quick, I will always take the opportunity to hype my book. Let's get out of that plastic so maybe we can get a little bit less glare going on. There we go. The Big. It's a mini comic. It's an ash can preview. Call it what you will for the format. Manga sized. Yada yada yada. 12-page. Chapter 1 incomplete. This combined with Chapter 2 will be the full-size standard comic book edition type of deal. I guess I can use this. Swap the scenes. Switcher solo. All right, here we go. But yeah, so basically 12 pages of mini comic created by me, and it is available on my Etsy store, and a link should be in the description, in the link tree. It's $4, and plus whatever taxes or fees apply to you in your location. That includes your shipping. So please check that out if you have the opportunity. You'll get one of these, and maybe a little sketch or something if you're really cool, which you are. If you're ordering comics from independent comic book creators, from self-publishers, that probably means you're pretty cool. You probably behave well in public places. I don't know, but yeah, I'll give you those props in advance. So please check that out. In the link tree, the Etsy store, Comics in the Making Etsy store. That's where you'll find for $4 plus whatever nickels and dimes, whoever will put them on you. That will be shipped to you. How you doing? I hope you're having a good day. It's Thursday, and yesterday was comic book day, and like a goofball, I went to my LCS, which is now what we're calling local comic shops. Probably have been for years, and I'm just late to the party as always. I went on Tuesday, so I have to go back and get the rest of my pulls in my pull bag. It's not a big pull bag, however, not everything for the week is in there, so I'll be going back. But having said that, let's go to picks and pulls of the week, starting with the pulls. What was in my pull bag on Tuesday when I went? And I'll refine it. This is my workspace. This is not a video shooting space. This is where I draw comics. Don't believe me? Boom. This is where I draw comics. See this stuff? This is not a studio setup. So please, I'll be doing lots of leaning, reaching, twisting, turning. So, picks and pulls of the week. Silver Surfer Ghost Light. I'm a huge Silver Surfer fan, and talking about being late to a party, I think what really got me into the character had a lot to do with the very first Infinity Gauntlet story, and because Silver Surfer was a big part of that, and I gotta stop. Pet words, man, pet words. Gotta stop. So I really enjoyed that, and that got me looking at Silver Surfer comics, especially later on, tracking down back issues of volume. Well, I've got one from volume 1, the volume 2, which is the Mobius Stan Lee thing, and then volume 3. So I'm always down with Silver Surfer. So the Silver Surfer Rebirth that Marvel did over the winter, fall, whatever, I like that quite a bit. I think most industries have figured out that it's really good to resell middle-aged people the stuff they bought when they were kids, And Silver Surfer Rebirth was a perfect sort of example of that without leaving anyone else out, I would think. But yeah, issue 2, Ghostlight. Actually, this is weird because issue 3 is the one I picked up yesterday. I don't know why I'm showing this one. But we have an exciting new character. It's rad. If you are not on this ride and you like that type of story, then I recommend it. The art's a little bit different than what you might expect for a for this character, but I like it. It's exciting. It's it's scratching the itch. Speaking of, this one I did get Tuesday. I love this character. I always have. I'll never forget where I first learned of Static. I was at the Los Angeles County Fair, and I think I was leaving. It was dark. I remember it being dark. I was going towards the exit at Fairplex, and there was some comic book. There was a vendor with comic books for some reason, and so I'm just going through what he had and the back issues and whatever else. He goes, "Hey, if I can recommend something, let me recommend this. It just dropped. It's awesome." And it was Static. It was Static. The very first, Static milestone. Don't start none. There won't be none. And I was hooked. I was so hooked. And so later, later on, when I was at art school, we actually had to storyboard out in part of an issue, 3 or 4 page scene from Static, and that was dope. So I'm really excited for this series right here. I'm very, very happy with it. I recommend it to anyone. Those are the polls for now because, like I said, I'm a doof and I didn't make it to. I went to the comic shop on the wrong day. But here's a pick. Picks being back issues, books of interest for one reason or another. X-Men Annual number 11. And it's weird because I don't have this one. So it's just kind of like, why not? Why don't I have it? I don't know why. But awesome story. Alan Davis, Paul Neary, that classic Excalibur team. And this is a fun story. It's a cheap book to pick up. And I do think that, unlike most annuals that have multiple backup stories, you'll have an oversized main story. I think might actually be all one massive 64 page. Yeah, judging by that, I've not read this one yet, but it's all the one story, which is kind of neat. Annuals were cool because you always had, the other stuff going on, and especially in the late 80s, you might find some cool, backup stories done by some artists that ended up, blowing up and impacting the scene in a different way. But that's you. Well, maybe not for the time. It's not unique because that is '87. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me in the comments. Am I off base about how annuals worked based on time period? Or are my expectations or my recollection a little skewed? I mean, I know the answer to that, but engage with me on that. Let me know. Tell me a little bit more. Oh, and what's cool, the ad on the back. I'll switch back and I'll show you that on the back because this is fun. This was fun at the time for sure. So this, and you saw this. I think you saw this ad maybe in like other magazines sometimes, like Boys Life or other kids magazines. I seem to remember this being ubiquitous because it was like a Special Olympics promo, and there was a record. It's Meatloaf and he's 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 stressing playing this concert to support the Special Olympics because it's such an important cause. And he's like, "Hey, I need a backup." And you got all the, you got the rogues gallery of Marvel heroes at the time coming to help Meatloaf. I'm not sure if that really looks like Meatloaf to me, but this was in like so many comics at the time. It's just crazy. This was ubiquitous. This is the back cover of an annual. So, and when I was a kid, it was funny because like this I guess that's the the stage or whatever. I always thought that looked like Max Rebo's piano. The creature in the band at Jabba the Hutt's palace in Return of the Jedi. It's like I expect like there to be a Max Rebo in there somewhere. So, and you got some random kids over here. But is this like supposed to be like a kid Sandman? What's with the shirt? Anyways, that's fun. I just wanted to point that one out too. So, and that's what polls or picks. Oh goodness, picks are all about. Picks are all about the PICKS picks. The comics I'm picking to talk to you about and point out the things that I think are neat about them or something of interest in those comics in particular. Like I say, a lot of other shows, they'll do deep dives, detailed dives inside baseball on comics, the creators, the styles, and they do it in an entertaining way and a very informed and researched way. I'm not trying to get into that territory. That's been done by people who do it better than me. I'm just pointing out comics I like and things I like about them. And that's basically it. So, if you enjoy hanging out with me, sorry, I dropped something. I'm trying to figure out what it was. But yeah, if you enjoyed hanging out and talking comics, I'm going to start doing this live a little bit more once I get more confident to do that. I want to make sure my audio is good. Obviously, I want to make sure that my streaming strength is top notch. I got a few things to iron out as far as that to start the live stream gig here on YouTube. I'd do live stream over on Twitch, and I'm trying to get like a balance. And I have a small but happy audience over on Twitch, but I want to definitely grow the channel. I think it's easier to get people sometimes from Twitch to come to YouTube rather than the other way, but we'll see. The point of this whole damn thing is to 100% hype my comic and the stuff I'm making, comics I'm making, but to engage with people and get more voices for comics out there, because that only gives us better product at the end of the day. So I hope you've enjoyed hanging out for this brief time. I hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good night wherever you are. And we will see you again very soon. Check the link tree in the description below. That's where you're going to find my Instagram. You can keep loose track of how the comic's progressing there. You can email me. You can email Comics in the Making. The Etsy store should be in that link. What else is going on? My professional portfolio might be in there. Less important to me than the other stuff, like the Instagram, I think I said. And yeah, feedback. Tell me what I'm doing great. Tell me what I'm doing that needs improvement. If you have a copy of the bid, let me know what you think. I'm pretty excited, for this limited series that I'm doing. It's at least planned for full. Why is that so hard to say? It's at least planned for 4 full standard issues at this time, and if the story dictates, it'll go a little bit longer. I doubt it'll be any shorter than 4 issues, but that is the current plan at this time. So thanks for hanging out. Give a like, give a share, shoot a comment, say, hey, you mumble, you stutter, your mic sucks, you know, you're no good, kid. You'll never work at this town again. Whatever. Whatever is on your mind. Let me know what you think, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.